Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Nick Normandy, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Wii U, in particular, ZombiU, and in general the launch. The Wii U came out about a week ago, and I bought Nintendo Land, Mario, and I did end up buying ZombiU. No, I ended up buying ZombiU. I was a little nervous about buying this game because I remember, rewind 7 years ago, Ubisoft released another game called Red Steel, and it was promised to be for the hardcore crowd, just like now. And it wasn't that great. They promised that you could shoot bitches with a gun, and that you could wield a sweet dildo and, kill people and awesome sword fighting. If I went to go back and play it now, I couldn't. I could only last an hour before I'd want to rip my dick off because the controls were so bad. So I was thinking this was going to be the same thing. I was like, it's just going to be Red Steel again. It's not going to be that great. But I gave it a shot. So what the game tries to do is it creates a spooky atmospheric setting that just has you surviving. And there's permadeath, so if you lose your character, you never see that character again. A quick side note on the characters, which is actually pretty funny, is they have characters that are like fat old janitors, and you almost like want them to die. No offense to the janitors or anything, but you're just like, you really got the skills to survive the zombie apocalypse, janitor man? You gonna fucking swing a broom at him? What I think the game does well is that it's really stressful and it's really scary. It's not scary as in zombies jumping in a closet scary. It has some of that, but that's not really that scary to me. What I actually think is scary is just that you don't want to lose your equipment and you don't want to lose your character. It puts you in these situations that are very, very stressful, and you have to be in a room full of zombies and have only this much ammo or only this many Molotovs, and you have to kill all their asses. And that's sometimes very, very hard. And you have to look into your inventory in real time. So if a zombie is biting your butthole, you cannot look into your inventory. So you better hope that you have what you need in your slots on the sides. But this is more realistic. You actually have to look in your backpack just like you would in real life. And that's my other thing, is I think the game's actually pretty realistic. I think that the amount of hits it takes to kill a zombie is pretty spot on. The movement of the zombies isn't like too fast or too slow. It's not like Resident Evil status, but it's not like Left 4 Dead status. It's in between. So in the reviews, they talk a lot about the cricket bat, that you have to use it way too much, that it's pretty much your crutch that you have to lean on the whole game. And for me, that wasn't true. And the game lets you play in a way where, yes, you can use the cricket bat the whole time. You can lure zombies one by one and just cricket bat them to fucking hell. But I didn't play like that. I used my guns, and I didn't ever have to use a cricket bat later on when I got the crossbow, because you could just reuse the bolts. One zombie, shoot him in the head, pull out the bolt, clean it off, put it in your backpack. A lot of the reviewers just used the cricket bat the whole time, and I just think that the game allows you to play like that, but you really don't have to. That's why the reviews aren't wrong or right. It's just the game is very different from player to player. Looking at an example like Dishonored, they have several different pathways laid before you that you can take: the sneaking route, the combat route, the pee in front of them and have them slip on it route. But those are laid out as design choices that they want you to follow. In this game, you just have a bunch of zombies in a room, and you have your equipment like a Molotov or your guns, and you just have to deal with what you have. You can be that player who just conserves all the ammo and puts it in the safe house and never uses it. Or you can be the player that is just wielding guns all the time. You could think the game is flawed because they let you play in such a way that makes it boring for the player, but I don't think it's bad. I want the game to give me this amount of choice. So if you are the player that's just going to get Assassin's Creed 3 and Modern Ops War Fighter 2, then you should not play this game. If you liked games like the old Resident Evils, not the new Resident Evil, not Resident Evil 5 Raccoon City Wars, you'll like this game most likely. That isn't to say, though, that this is a perfect game. Oh no. The game is glitchy as fuck. Without giving spoilers, I reached this one point where you have to get to a very high place, perhaps a tower of some sort, and it wouldn't check off that I did the mission. And right away I knew that something was wrong, because I was looking around and none of the set pieces were moving. Everything was staying the same, and I knew I did everything that I needed to do. So I was just stuck in this place, and I had to reload my save. And I lost about an hour, and I was like, fuck, okay. So I did it again. Same spot, different glitch. It stopped me from progressing. But I didn't know this time for about 2 hours. I was playing the game 2 hours and I couldn't even get to the next part. I didn't even know. So I had to restart the whole game. Because if I restarted my save, it would still do the same thing. So I had to play through the whole game again up to that point. And on the third playthrough, it was fine, and I never had any more glitches. But that actually added to the stress that I was like, when is it gonna fucking glitch me again? No. To wrap things up, I think Ubisoft did a really good job this time with the game. I loved it. Thanks everybody for watching this video. Like it if you liked it, obviously, or leave a positive or negative comment below. And thanks.